Hi, this is Coach David Halal. Today we're gonna talk about how far do you see? How far can you see? One of the secrets of the rich and famous, one of the master secret of successful, extremely successful people, one of the master secret of the universe, if not the only difference between the positive and the negative, between God or between godly people and the ungodly. It's not religion. In fact, you'll find a lot of successful people are not religious, but they are spiritual. One of the master secret that if you could master it, you will become extremely, extremely successful, is depth of vision. How far can you see? My favorite book says, where there is no vision, the people perish. Where there is no vision, the people perish. My favorite book says, as a man think in his heart, so is he. Now that's powerful. The Great Napoleon Hill wrote a book, one of my favorite books. And the name of this book is Think and Grow Rich. Think and grow rich. Not work and grow rich. Not know the right people and grow rich, but think and grow rich. Now, the word think there does not mean to compute, does not mean to calculate, does not mean to figure out. It means to ponder. It means to, to obsess over a certain thing. Now, a lot of people, anytime they hear the word obsess, they see, a disease. They say, oh, he's obsessed. He's obsession. No, we're not talking about obsession in a clinical setting, but obsession on something you want. Now, a lot of people will deny this because the uncommon, the stupid, the unwise is very foolish. They will say that's not true. But if you Google and if you seek in depth the word obsession, you will see the only reason you will win or you will become successful is obsession. Obsession. Thomas Edison was obsessed to become successful in creating the light bulb, the fluorescent light bulb. Jesus was obsessed, with saving humankind. You will find many other great, whether it's any in religion or any other successful soccer player, basketball player, they are obsessed with their craft. They don't say, well, I need to have a balanced life, meaning that you give a little for your job, you give a little to your family, you give a little to your church, you give a little to, so you basically become mediocre in every single one, in every single branch or every single line of your life. You see, of your entire life, because you give a little here, a little there, a little here. Now that's why people stay uncommon. The uncommon will live a normal life, what we call a balanced life. But those who become successful are obsessed with success, with their success. Whether it comes to basketball, you will hear that Kobe Bryant will go to a meeting, and he would go to a meeting, of course, a meeting that does not necessarily require for him to wear a suit. You know, he will go there with his jumps, how you call that, the workout suit on. And sometimes he will go with his nice Versace, you know, expensive suit. But in his bag, if there's a gym close by, in his bag he will have his workout, you know, clothes, so he will practice 4, 6, 8 hours right after the meeting. Sometimes after finish playing basketball, you know, after the game is over, whether he wins or loses, he'll come back when everybody leaves the gym and practice for 2 to 4 hours, sometimes more than 4 hours. He wake up at 3 in the morning. I was listening to The Rock, or Dwayne Johnson. He says that he wakes up early, you know, 4 hours before casting, before shooting, you know, a movie. He will, you know, he will do cardio for about an hour. He'll go back to the hotel or to wherever he stays at, eat breakfast, and then after that go lift, go work out, and then after that he will come back, you know, take a shower, and then, you know, go film whatever movie that he's filming. You see, he's obsessed with staying in shape, with being the best that he can be. And that's how you become the best. Now, I said most of the master key of the rich and famous, the master key of God, the master key of the universe is depth of vision. How far can you see? To finish this video, let me give you an example, or let me state a story that you know, I've read. This guy he was a very, very successful guy, right? And he met another successful guy, but the guy that he met is way more successful than he is. And he asked the guy brought acorn. The guy said, what do you see here? He said, oh, that's an acorn. He said, what's your vision for an acorn? It's like, well, I see a big, nice, strong tree. He says, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. A poor person would have just seen an acorn is food for squirrels. A successful person sees a tree. But the very extremely successful multi-billionaire guy says, I see a forest. I see a forest. You see? So the depths of your vision will make you fail or successful. Do you have, you know, when you go to the optometrist, they will say you have a 20/20, you know, vision. That's a very good vision. But, you know, do you have a 20/20, or do you have, if in the spiritual world, you know, there is a more in-depth, you know, vision? Do you see an acorn? When you see an acorn, do you see food for squirrel? Do you see a tree, or do you see a forest? You see? So you got to have great vision. You know, Bill Gates was asked, how you become so successful? One of the first key that he gave to his success was, you know what? When people were looking at computers, they said, well, yeah, this is nice. You know, the government can have computers. But Bill Gates, he saw a computer in every person's house. He saw a computer in every person's car. He said, if I can create, software to make computers so easy to use, accessible to the average Joe, then I can have, everybody having a computer at their house, in their office, in their cars with them. Now we have computers in our pockets. We're walking around with cell phones. That I'm shooting this video right now. It's a cell phone that have software in it. Can upload while I'm on the highway. I can upload on YouTube. I can shoot a video. You can do different design, take pictures, shoot movies with just a little cell phone, which is a computer, tiny computer in your pocket. How far can you see? What's the depth of your vision? This is Coach David Halal, fearlessly and passionately pursuing his call and his destiny. Don't forget to subscribe, like my videos. I'll see you again. Bye-bye. Peace.